Hi, my name is Taylor Barnett, and I'm going to be discussing the rules and regulations surrounding performance-enhancing drugs. So first, let's do a quick overview of performance-enhancing drugs. So at its core, performance enhancement simply means a betterment of performance. However, when PEDs are brought up in sport, it often points to cheating or scandal. However, as sports and exercise science professionals, I believe that we should strive and hope for new and better ways of performance enhancement while maintaining strict and clear regulations on PEDs to keep the integrity of sport. So let's discuss some approved means of performance enhancement. According to this quote from the Journal of Medical Ethics, in a highly competitive environment, it is inevitable that people will seek to gain advantages over their competitors, which, as I kind of stated before in the first slide, that's what we should want as professionals. We should want our athletes to get better, faster, stronger. However, we should also want that to be done in a way that is safe and also maintains integrity. So some ways that we can do that, first, is sports psychology. It can build mental toughness, resilience, and motivation, which will all lead to better performance. And the World Anti-Doping Agency cites approved supplements, technology advancements, and new ways of training as means of safe and approved performance enhancement. So now let's discuss some illegal means of performance enhancement. I've gotten this list from the Australian Academy of Science, and according to that article, modern sport is plagued by suspicions that many top athletes resort to drug taking, doping, to enhance their performance. But this is not a new phenomenon. Athletes have been trying to get ahead since the conception of sport. So this isn't new. However, the more we know, the more we should regulate in order to keep our athletes safe and in order to keep the integrity of sport. So this list includes stimulants, which are used to speed up bodily functions such as blood pressure, metabolism, and heart rate, as well as reducing fatigue. Next is anabolic steroids. They're used to increase the amount of testosterone in an athlete's body. These speed up muscle growth and can increase blood levels. Next is human growth hormone. It's used to increase the number of red blood cells, increase muscle mass, and can help speed up recovery. Blood doping by way of EPO allows for an athlete's red blood cell count to skyrocket, allowing the blood to be more oxygen-rich as well as inhibit lactic acid. Beta blockers are used to slow the heart rate, lessening the effect of anxiety and allowing the athlete to remain steady. So, if we want our athletes to be better, faster, stronger, if we want to see the peak of human performance, why ban substances? Well, according to an article by Lewis Weston, the factors that lead to banning a substance or type of technology, at least for the International Paralympic Committee, are safety, fairness, universality, and physical prowess. So let's talk about why some of these might be banned. First of all, stimulants have a laundry list of negative side effects that vary from drug to drug. Overall, they can lead to addiction, organ failure, and impact memory. Anabolic steroids can harm liver function, reproductive abilities, lead to heart failure, and cause aggression. Human growth hormone can cause facial features and organs to increase in size. It can also lead to hypertension, diabetes, and osteoarthritis. EPO can cause thickening of the blood, leading to clots, heart attack, and stroke. Beta blockers, when used incorrectly, can lead to poor circulation, fatigue, memory loss, and heart attack. So now I'll submit to you what I believe is an operational definition of PEDs and what our job as professionals is. Illegal performance enhancement can be defined as partaking in banned substances for the purpose of betterment of human performance. These acts are marked by the use of drug or technology that purposely puts an athlete in harm's way and harms the integrity of competition. As professionals, I believe it's our job to separate the good from the bad. Safe and legal performance enhancement should be our goal. But I also think our job is to fight for strict and clear regulations for a few reasons. As you can see, this quote says, "Some athletes are motivated to use performance-enhancing drugs because they believe their competitors are doing so. Although it's difficult to determine the prevalence of drug use in sports, anecdotal reports suggest that up to 95% of athletes may have taken them." So to me, this is a big deal. And if we don't have clear regulations, if we don't have clear testing standards, then it's just going to perpetuate this cycle of, well, if everyone's going to do it, so am I. We use drugs now to level the playing field, and that doesn't seem like it's going to stop anytime soon, which is why we should fight for clear regulations. Secondly, this quote says, "Sports is a cultural artifact, impacts culture, and influences society values in a significant way, and in many ways serves as a teaching tool for ethical decision-making by holding athletes, coaches, and their respective organizations to a higher moral standard." So as a society, we are to blame for putting coaches and athletes on a pedestal, but being upset with them when they fall from grace. We want our athletes to be better, faster, stronger, but we don't like to know how they get there until they get caught, and then we want to be mad. And so I think it's our job to stop doing that. I think it's our job to want valid and integral competition. And as professionals, I think we can push for that. Here are my references, and thank you so much for listening.